The Shark Deck.
Good news, they found the snake. I'm Johnny Mac with 5 good news stories. A 16-foot pet python was stolen in July. A dog walker just found it. Whew. Patrick Fortune said, "I'm not a snake person, but I'm really glad she made it." Snow is a 16-foot albino reticulated python. Patrick was walking his dog through Austin, and he spotted something long and yellow down a ravine 30 feet below him. Took him a few seconds, but then remembered a post from Nextdoor over the summer. Are you on Nextdoor? Because usually it's either, hey, did anyone hear that bird last night in the middle of the night? Or, hey, does anyone know a plumber? But apparently there's Python posts on there as well, which is fun. So you remembered he saw a post on Nextdoor about a 16-foot python. I guess you would remember such a thing. A 16-foot albino reticulated python had been reported missing in the neighborhood after it was stolen from a van. Oh no. Patrick said to himself, "This has to be that snake." I don't know. I've never been to Austin. Maybe they have 16-foot pythons all over. Who knows? Daryl Fields is the human friend of Snow the Python and said, "She's a big, gentle giant. I'm sure whoever broke in my vehicle freaked out realizing there was a snake inside. Please give me a call if you hear or see anything." Fortune, who found the snake, said, "The snake was big enough to take cats and pretty much anything else it wanted, so people were a little worried, but then it disappeared and everything calmed down. We figured it was gone." Fortune said he and his girlfriend are animal lovers, and we've helped rescue owls and rabbits before. Rescuing the snake seemed like the right thing to do. And they know snakes like to be warm, so they warmed up a heating pad in the microwave, grabbed a few towels, and loaded their large dog carrier into the truck. They called the animal center, who were like, "Yeah, we're going to need a couple hours." So they figured out what to do. Fortune figured he would firmly hold the snake behind its head, while the others picked up the snake's body. Fortune said, "We have lots of snakes in Texas. I knew it was common practice if you grab them behind the head, you'll have power over them because they can't strike you." The snake didn't seem to like that. It reared up and opened its mouth. It gave me a "don't mess with me" look. The mouth was 10 inches wide, its hiss intimidating. They were able to get the snake. They took it inside. They got some wood. Patrick started a fire. The fire started roaring. They got a space heater. About 90 minutes later, the animal center guys showed up. Fortune said the officer took one look and said, "Oh, that's a big snake." I love this story so much. It's good news. The snake is okay. An 82-year-old U.S. veteran and Walmart cashier is able to retire. Warren Marion in Maryland got a check for $108,000 and change thanks to the generosity of online donors. A GoFundMe had been set up for Mr. Marion by Rory McCarty, who's a small business owner with a big following on TikTok. McCarty wanted to help Marion, who's a U.S. Navy vet and a widower, to do the things he would love to do. McCarty owns Bug Boys. It's an extermination business, and he has 300,000 followers on TikTok where he posts videos of crawling critters. He said, "As a business owner, I was astounded seeing this little older man still grinding, working 8 to 9 hour shifts." So they raised $108,000. Marion gave us 2 weeks' notice. Mr. Marion said, "All I can tell you is the good Lord has blessed me for what I did in my younger years." From The Guardian, the hole in the Earth's ozone layer. Remember that from the 80s, kids? It's healing itself. It's set to be completely healed over most of the world within 2 decades. Nice job, people of Earth. It should be completely recovered by 2040 across the world, aside from the polar regions. Those will take a little longer, but it's expected the ozone layer will be back, baby, by 2045 over the Arctic and 2066 over the Antarctic. Looks like we're heading in the right direction in the medical field. Lab-grown retinal eye cells make successful connections and open the door for clinical trials to treat blindness. Retinal cells grown from stem cells can reach out and connect with neighbors, according to a new study, completing a handshake that may show that the cells are ready for trials in humans with degenerative eye disorders. And a Jim Carrey lookalike is leaving people disappointed when they realize, oh, that's not Jim Carrey. Heather Shaw is a comedian. She's 34. She's been joking online that she's Jim Carrey's long-lost daughter. She has 2.2 million followers on social media now for impersonating Jim Carrey. But she fears that her looks may hinder her career. She worries people won't see her as an individual, but more of a celebrity doppelganger, Heather said. "It's just a freak accident. When you mix my mom and dad's looks, you get a kid that looks like Jim Carrey. I realized I looked like Jim around the age of 8. When Ace Ventura came out, I could do impressions of Ace really easily to the point that my babysitters would request I do reenactments of certain scenes to make them laugh. Everybody assumes I'd be annoyed with it, but I've heard it my whole life, so I've become used to it. People tend to recognize me now as the Jim Carrey girl." Heather shared a picture of her parents to prove that neither her mom nor her dad are Jim Carrey. Have a great day. I'm Johnny Mac, host of Daily Comedy News. Do you like the little Letterman homage there on the music bed? Yeah, start your mornings with a quick 10-minute recap of late night, not Dave, all late night, and the latest on Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, John Mulaney, Tig Notaro, Eliza Schlesinger, Amy Schumer, Joe Rogan, Mark Maron, all your favorite comedians. It's Daily Comedy News. It's an easy way to start your morning, and I promise I'll keep it clean. Daily Comedy News, wherever you get your shows.